Back for another update. Let's take a look at the US stock market over here. We'll take a look at NQ Nasdaq 100 futures on the 10-minute time frame, and we currently do see Wyckoff distribution. Okay, these are some examples of what Wyckoff distribution looks like, right? These are some examples over here, and we currently see that on NQ going back to the going back to 18th of September. So this actually looks like your preliminary supply, your buying climax, your sign of weakness, your upthrust, right? This was your upthrust, sign of weakness in phase B, and then your upthrust, or your upthrust after distribution. Okay, and this actually looks very similar to that of Bitcoin. Okay, when we take a look at Bitcoin over here on the 10-minute time frame, right? We'll actually take a look at it on the 25-minute. Okay, notice how you have a deviation over here, like that, above the range. And then we see the same thing with NQ. We have that deviation above the range. Okay, it also looks impulsive to the downside. You have your 5 waves down here, you have your 3 up for your A, 3 down for your B, and then a 5-wave move for your C wave. Okay, this was your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for your C, and then we're starting another 5 down. Point of interest would be sitting at 2084, and then eventually at the 100-day moving average, sitting at 19,701. Okay, 50-day moving average is sitting at 19,829. So this moving average cluster right over here we would be targeting, but the intermediate point of interest would be sitting at this low over here. We would be expecting these lows to be taken out, see a little bit of a retrace from there, and then continue down towards this moving average cluster. When we take a look here at the Dow Jones, let's take a look at the DJI. Now, we actually called the top on the day in my Discord on the Dow Jones. We saw a TD9 sell count on the daily right over here. Okay, this was our TD9 sell count, right? This was your 9 count over here on Sunday, right? Sunday open, it was right over here. Then we came down a little bit over 2%. Okay, now we have a 9 count over here, TD9 sell count on the daily. And when we take a look here at the Dow, we do see that, let me see, we called an TD9 sell count, TD9 sell signal right over here on October 21st. Right? And this is where the Dow is right now. When we zoom in. Okay, it's dropped significantly from that day. If you guys aren't in the Discord, then I would definitely recommend joining so you guys can stay up to date on all the charts and assets. If you have a favorite coin, let's say for example your favorite coin is like Doge or XRP or Pulse Chain, you from my experience, you don't want to look at just those assets. You want to take a look at all the assets that are out there, because crypto doesn't move independently. It moves in tandem with global markets, right? So we have a TD9 sell signal, TD9 count sell signal on the daily on the Dow Jones. Currently lost the 21-day, coming down towards the 50-day. Let's take a look at the Russel. take a look at the Russel over here. And the Russel is not expanding, okay? When we take a look at the weekly time frame, the Russell cannot get above the 78.6% fib. So what I would be expecting is a move down to the 200, right? We're currently within a rising wedge, and we're just unable to get above this 786. It looks like there's a concerted effort to keep the Russell down below it. We also have bearish divergence, triple negative bearish divergence on the 3-day RSI, and the MACD is slightly turning negative. Okay, let's take a look at the MACD here. See how the MACD is slightly turning negative here? So we'll see how the rest of the week plays out. We'll take a look at we took a look at the Dow, the Russell. We need to take a look at ES as well. And ES it looks like ES is following the Dow Jones. It also did have a TD9 count sell signal. It looks like we are currently holding the 21-day. Looks like it's coming down towards the 50-day. And we also see a little bit of a distribution range going on over here as well, right? Disrespecting these FEGs and rejecting off of this breaker. So I do expect these lows to be swept either today or today at New York lunch. Right over here at 58.03 on ES, and then for it to eventually come down towards the 50-day at 57.04. Okay, we also have a little bit of a rising wedge going on over here. Right over here. A little bit of a rising wedge. We've actually broken below it. Wouldn't be surprised that the US stock market starts to head into a recession and we come and ES or the S&P500 comes back to the 200. There's a very big possibility of that. Because when we take a look at the DXY, we do see Wyckoff redistribution, currently finding a little bit of resistance off the 70.2% fib, very likely to head towards the 78.6% fib and the 88.6% fib at 104.9 and 105.5. Okay, as you guys can see, this is all of the waves mapped out on the US dollar. Okay, right over here. I have the full roadmap and updates in the Discord, so definitely join if you haven't done so. Right? This looks like Wyckoff redistribution. And it's likely this B wave over here will take us towards the 61.8% fib measured from this high over here in September 2022 down to these range lows. Okay, so I expect this B wave to come towards the 618 at 108.953. Okay, we would likely go into a soft landing. Now that's if we don't see a rejection off the 786 and the 886. Right? If we don't see a rejection off of there and then we don't see the price turn down violently, then it's likely that we're going to go into a small recession going into 2025. And then in 2025, it'll be risk on. A lot of liquidity will enter into the system, and then we can get that altcoin bull market. And then I'm thinking maybe a hard landing in 2026. Okay, so there's still light at the end of the tunnel. Looks like this is Wyckoff redistribution, don't forget. So it's likely going to, right? So it just redistributes over here. And then this over here would be your risk on area. As soon as it gets above the range, that would be a risk on. Alts start to form a bottom, Bitcoin bottoms out, and then we can go on for our next bull market. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed the video today. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to let me know. And if you want to stay updated on all of your favorite coins and assets along with the rest of the market, then definitely click the link in the description below to join the Discord. Peace out and take it easy. See you in the next one.